I was so I was so embarrassed. Like I like wrote them a note and like my note in their basket. I'm like, thank you so much for folding my laundry. Now you know that I'm a boxer briefs guy.
Big Brother begins now.
Last week was supposed to be a very easy week because Mateus won HOH, and obviously he's a very close ally of mine. So I kind of knew it was going to be easy. Nick was going to go. I wasn't going to go up. I didn't really know about renomination. Um, I had an idea, and I thought it was going to be Tom and Brandon because that would have been the smartest move just for Mateus to get Nick out. And then Kyle H goes out, and I'm like, okay. I mean, you've shown that you're aligned with Tom and Brandon Matthews, so this is obviously just the best decision for you. I didn't really care. Then, out of the blue, votes flip to Kyle H. There is just a trend in this game that the votes flip before eviction, and then the HOH doesn't get what they want. It's a curse that's been going on this whole week. I can't risk to be in the minority right now just because I'm already in a very risky position that I'm a potential backdoor person for every single person left in the game. I'm a renomination for pretty much everyone besides Matthew and Mateus. I had to tell Kyle pretty much that I was evicting him, and it sucks because I thought he was a really good friend of mine, and he started crying, and I felt horrible. Like, he is a sweet guy. He's a sweet, sweet guy, and it sucked that he was just fucked over by Mateus.
Holy Jesus, that was a really emotional and totally awkward eviction ceremony. Basically, Kyle H. started to cry. I was not expecting that. I feel completely terrible. Like, I like Kyle H. as a person. I just couldn't trust him as a player. I just had a better connection with Nick this game, and I feel bad that he didn't realize that. Nick did give a sympathy vote for Jamila last week, so that definitely pulled at my heartstrings. And, it felt good to work with Tom and Brandon again, and I think it'll be good for my game going forward since Mateus can't compete in the veto, which means I only think Simon's after me, and I think Matthew might be after me now, so this, it's not the best case scenario, but honestly, I felt like everyone was after me last week, and it kind of felt that way this week, so regardless of what happened, I'm just glad I'm here for another week. This game has gotten really personal, it's very emotional, and I feel like I'm going to be in a similar case if I'm getting voted out. I'll probably cry my eyes out, but I hope that's not the case soon.
So there are just not going to be any easy rounds in this game, are there? Because that last one, I expected it to be pretty easy. The nominations were straightforward for me, and I had resolved with Mateus exactly what I was going to do. And then that eviction ceremony happened, which could be described as emotionally charged, I guess. It was really, really awkward. It was super uncomfortable. I had no idea that Kyle cared so much about the game. He barely talked to me, so I thought that he wasn't really that emotionally invested, but apparently I was the only one who he wasn't really talking to, and he took it super hard, and I felt really bad for him because it's his first game, and to leave him under circumstances that are that negative really sucks. But I don't think I ever would have changed my decision, even if I'd known that going in. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is. He just wasn't somebody who I talked to very much, and Nick is somebody I had a good relationship with, and I'm not going to sacrifice a good relationship for someone who I don't have a good relationship with. That's how you lose Big Brother. That's not how you win Big Brother.
I don't know if it was a show or not, or if he was really that sad. Like, I've played a lot of games, and I've never seen anyone like cry as they're stating their case. It was pretty rough. It was like my heart was like the strings were being pulled on. Like he was pulling on them. even if I would have like at the last minute changed my vote, he would have still gone. So I was like, I'm not gonna change my vote to stand out and be like a jerk to the people that I already told I was going to vote for him.
Eviction night was so emotional for me because when I heard Kyle as crying, I was almost about to cry, and now when I'm talking about this, I have tears in my eye, but oh my goodness, I'm crying. I'm really crying. And I feel so bad about this, but what I can do, that everyone knows that my target was Sneak, but I shouldn't put him because I feel so bad right now. Like, oh my god, that's why I'm crying here. I don't want to cry.
Mateus can suck it. He's put me on the block twice, and both times I've survived. And now we're going into a double eviction week where he can't even play for the first HOH, so I'm so happy. I would be celebrating a lot more if it weren't for the fact that Kyle H just went to jury, and I do feel bad for him. That sucks, but at least I can actually play for the next HOH, and there's 2 people going home on Thursday, so I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure Mateus is one of them.
I don't regret this, but I am getting emotional because I loved him like my friend, but this is so hard for me. Like, I didn't know that if I will come in here, I will crying, but I am human, and I have feeling like when I heard his voice on eviction night, I was literally crying with him because I knew he's going home because people told me that they are voting to evict him. So it was so emotional, but the magic go away when he called me out on eviction, when he get eviction. Like everyone do, and their magic went, and I'm still hurt by him because I didn't meant to. I thought he's the best pound.
His exiting words were kind of interesting. First of all, he added himself to a long list of players of people who like to call Mateus out on their way out the door. And I'm just not seeing it. Like, I don't understand why people have this issue with Mateus. I'm sure they see a different side of him than I've been seeing, but I find the guy super likable, very charming. He just has a great sense of humor, and he wins shit. He wins shit, and he keeps me safe, so I'm about that. But, I mean, on top of that, like, just as a person, I enjoy talking to him, and I don't understand, where this animosity comes from people. He also had a criticism of the House for not having yet nominated me, Simon, or Mateus. He said, if you guys keep on letting these people slide by, they're going to win the game. And I mean, that's not wrong, but obviously we're not all going to continue to slide by. And it's not like I've been like floating under the radar. It's the reason I'm not getting nominated is because I'm building strong relationships with the people who are in charge. I did kind of expect to be nominated during Simon's week. I definitely think that I'll be nominated if Simon wins again, so I'm hoping that he doesn't. But I mean, aside from that, I feel like, and aside from him and Matt, I feel like my relationships are strong in this house, and I'd be in a pretty good position if anybody else was to win HOH. Even if I'm a final nominee, I feel like my chances of survival are decent. I feel like I'm pretty likely to stay in most circumstances where I see the block. And that's what I want to continue to work on because this double eviction's coming up, and I don't know how it's going to impact me. I don't know who's going to win. I just want to be safe no matter who wins.
I have to play this game for myself, and I feel like Tom is in a weird spot right now. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know who he's playing with or how he's playing, but I feel like he wants to play with Mateus. And every time I'm on call with Tom, it gets weirder and weirder. It's not what it used to be, pre-Jamila. So something's happened. Right before the ceremony, I went to Simon, and I was like trying to see where Simon's head was at. I'm like, Simon, what are you doing? I think I'm going to be voting off Kyle H. And he's like, I really want to vote off Nick. He's like, okay, well, if you were HOH, like, who would you put up? And I'm like, I don't know, Simon. I'm like, I said, honestly, I would probably put Matthew Sherlock up, and I would put Mateus up. I just wanted to test him. Like, I wanted to see what he would say and who he would tell, because I did not tell anyone else these names. Lo and behold, right after the eviction ceremony, Tom messages me, did you know that Simon was like telling Mateus that you said that you were going to put him up for eviction? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, Simon was just on call with Mateus, and Mateus told him. So, Simon's a rat, and had no intention of putting Simon up if I won HOH. But you know what? I'm gonna now. Like, I told Mateus and Tom what happened, and Simon was like, "You just need to stop trusting Simon." I wanted to keep trying to trust Simon because I felt like there could still be like something there. Like I could just take that little boy and like work with him and get to the end and then win because he's Simon. But he's a little snake, and first of all he backdoored me, and second of all I was trying to like build a rapport with him again, and then he goes right literally an hour to Mateus and tells him what I said. And then when I confront Simon about it and said, "Did you tell Mateus anything?" He's like, "I didn't say a word. Why would I say anything?" There's no way that Mateus would like know to make that lie up. There's no way that Mateus would just randomly say, "Hey, Simon said you're going to put me up." I told no one else but Simon that. You said I was shady and I was a snake in the grass. Well, I got out of the grass, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but all I know is if I win, you're going to be put up on the block. It's going to be you and Matthew Sherlock. I tried. I never lied to Simon before he put me up on the block, and so I may have lied by omission by not telling him about the group that we had, but I never to his face lied. And so the fact that he lied to my face, you're dead. You're dead to me.
Oh, Mateus is also a rat. I forgot to mention that because I told him during eviction voting that Brandon said he had put up Mateus, and then during eviction voting, Brandon messaged me that Mateus said that. So I had to make it out that there is someone stirring up the pot in the house. And it's Mateus. Mateus, I'm sorry, but you fucked with me. I fucked with you. That's how it is. It's how it works. And he fucked up. So he kind of lost a lot of my trust, even though I am a close ally with him. But that's just because I know he'll keep me safe.
The best option for me for winning this HOH is Tom, Brandon, and Simon. This is good that Kyle H left the game because Kyle H is option for me to work with a little more harder than we used to because he's alone, and I don't see him working with Brandon and Tom or Simon. The worst thing for me is Matthew or Nick winning. Of course, I know when Nick won HOH, I am like, I can already pack my things and sit on this couch for nomination. Because there is no way he will not nomination him, or except backdoor, but you can backdoor Matthias.
I'm pretty mad at Mateus because I think his true colors are showing week by week, and he's becoming really good at competitions, and it's becoming that getting out Mateus is gonna be a pretty big thing in the game, and obviously I want to be a part of it, getting rid of him. So this is their craziness. HOH is coming up. I really hope I win. I feel like I'm very vulnerable to be evicted both these weeks because it's getting down in numbers and people are running out of people to nominate. I really hope that I can make finals. I really do. I'm playing this game hard, and I've spent a lot of time into this game.
As long as there's a combination of Matt Sherlock and Simon in this house, there's going to be people who are gunning for me, and I gotta prevent that from being successful.
Welcome, house guests, to your 5th week's Head of Household competition, all about Key. You have each received 30 minutes to take notes on various YouTube videos, and I will ask you a series of questions. The answer will either be a color or a number. You receive the color list, and the number I'll accept just the number typed out, just the regular numbers. It doesn't have to be spelled out. Everybody can submit an answer, but I will only look at the first submitted answer. I will look at the answer. If the answer is correct, that person gets to choose someone to eliminate from the Head of Household competition. If the answer is incorrect, or if the answer is misspelled or mistyped, that person is eliminated.
So I made it to the HOH competition. It was a really fun one. We had to watch 3 YouTube videos, and we had a chance to take notes over 30 minutes. And we wanted to take note of like colors and numbers, and we were going to be asked questions about it.
Question 1. In the 7-Eleven video, Keith wore how many different shirts/tops? Simon submitted 4. The correct answer is 5. Simon, I'm sorry, you have been eliminated.
I counted 6, but the correct answer was 5. But thankfully, Simon answered with 4 and got it wrong and was eliminated like first. So I was like, yes, I don't want Simon to win HOH. So that was totally perfect.
And fuck you. I spent 30 minutes of my life watching that fucking video of the half-naked Keith just to get out on the first question. Fuck how many shirts you were wearing, bitch. I was looking at all the colors. I was not paying attention, and that was my own fault because I didn't know he had to count stuff. I was just looking at colors, and all these fucking colors were down in my Google Doc. But no, whatever. I'm gonna stop because I'm spending too much time. I'm too angry to do this. I'm just okay. Bye.
Question 2. In the Jacob Harple audio demo video, there was a scene where the power went out. What color was the stem of the lamp that was next to Keith's character? Nick submitted pink. That is correct, Nick. Please eliminate somebody from the Google Hangout.
Sorry, Matthew.
Matthew, please leave the Google Hangout.
And I knew it was pink, but I saw Nick was typing, so I was like, you know what? I know everyone wants Matthew out at this point, and I didn't want to do it myself, so I let Nick answer. And he got it right with pink, and he eliminated Matthew. So the remaining players were going to be me, Tom, Brandon, and Nick, which is super awesome because, you know, we're basically working together. It hasn't really been like a spoken thing. It's just kind of an understanding that we have with each other, considering our alliance early on in the game.
Question number 3. In the Sia video, how many people other than Keith were in the video? Tom submitted 4. That is correct. Please eliminate somebody from the Google Hangout.
Sorry, Nick.
Question number 4. In the Jacob Harple audio demo video, Keith was wearing a shirt that said Famery. How many stick-figured characters were on that shirt? Kyle S., you've submitted 5. That is the correct answer. Please eliminate somebody from the Google Hangout.
Fuck, I don't know. How about Brandon? I'm sorry.
All right, we're down to the final 2. One of you will be the new head of household this season.
And it came down to me and Tom, and, you know, I had a lot of different thoughts going through my head. I was like, do I answer as fast as I can and try to win? And if I get it wrong, then oh well, because if I don't win HOH this week, that means I have a chance to compete in the double eviction, which I thought would be super awesome.
Question 5. In the 7-Eleven video, Keith was wearing a tie. What color was this tie? Kyle submitted pink. I'm sorry, Kyle. The correct answer was orange. Now that means congratulations, Tom. You are this week's head of household.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! I'm HOH! Yes! Yes! It feels good. Not only am I safe this round, but I can also keep my allies safe and get rid of somebody who would be a vote against me if I'm up on the block.
I answered as quickly as possible, and I got it wrong, and I realized immediately what the correct answer was. I saw it on my sheet, and I was like, damn it. But I was like, you know what? Me and Tom have had a really nice relationship, and Tom messaged me right afterwards saying, congrats on making top 6. So that made me feel really good about my decision, and basically he told me I was not going to be like going home this week, which is exactly what I wanted. I really want to make it to the end, and I hope that aligning with Tom and Brandon and Nick is the right move for me.
My victory dance. Tom won HOH. I'm so happy. I am like already in final 6, bitches. You can't get rid of me because I am here looking sexy and control this game. I feel like I am really like Vanessa from BB17. I can win HOH, then someone from my close alliance win like Simon and Tom. This is the perfect for me, and I couldn't be more happy than right now. And oh my god, Tom, I love you. I love you to death. But if you put me or something, we will hate each other. But I know this is no way for Tom to put his best friend and me on this block. So me, Brandon, I think we are safe and we are ready for double eviction night.
I'm feeling good right now. I did not think that I was going to win that competition because I had the worst notes ever from the videos, and I was trying really hard to pay attention, but yeah, it was tricky. Anyways, I just feel good. I feel very good about things. I'm not nervous about nominations, but I'm telling people like I'm a little bit nervous because people in this game have been so spiteful on their way out. But honestly, I'm just gonna lay it out how I see it. My perspective is that double eviction is coming up, and I need to make myself the most secure that I can possibly make myself when I can't compete that night. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through with my plan, and hopefully I'll be safe for this and the double eviction round because it feels good to win. Who wants to see my HOH room?
I'm gonna try to trust Tom for now, and my plan going forward is just to continue working with Tom, Brandon, and Nick.
So when I wake up, Tom called me and told me that I am safe and I am in Final 6, and who expects me to get so long in this game? I didn't expect my goal was to get to the jury, but now I have feeling like I can do more better than only jury because I have so much good connection and like expect Nick. No one hates me and jury hates me, but I don't care about this because I'm playing game. I am not here to make everyone loves me. You need to play dirty. And you know, Keith, that I love you, but hello from the other side.
I don't think I have like super controversial plans because I feel like I've made it pretty clear who I'm working with in this house, but I basically get to ensure my safety, Brandon's safety, Mateus's safety, Kyle's safety, and Nick's safety by winning this week because, I mean, I'm really sure that I can set up nominations in such a way that I get at least 2 votes and then I get to break a tie. So it feels good. Right now, I'm thinking that I want to get rid of Matthew because he doesn't have any enemies and Simon has an enemy in Kyle S.
I am extremely exhausted. I'm a complete mess. And Tom is HOH.
I love Tom and he told me that I am safe and will along with Brandon. Tom told me that he's going to put Matthew and Simon, and I think this is the best for him, but I need to make sure that Simon will be staying in this game because I have trust Simon more than Matthew. So I told Tom that Simon is going for Kyle S, so we need to keep him because he will always put Kyle S and someone, and me, Brandon, and Tom will have 2 votes, and this is majority at the final 6.
So I feel bad because I kind of have to cut my allegiance with Matthew. He just isn't on the right side of the game. We voted completely opposite of each other the past 2 evictions. He voted out my homegirl Jamila, and then he tried to tell me that I made a big mistake for keeping Nick, and I'm like, bitch, please, like, if you would have voted to get Brandon out, I would have totally been on board to work with you and Jamila, and we could have gotten out Tom and Brandon. But he fucked up. He totally betrayed my trust, and I think he realizes that he fucked up and that he has a good shot at going home this week. So fuck you, Matthew. You totally fucked up your game by voting out Jamila. And I'm sorry, but I like you as a person, but as a game player, you're very shady, you lie a lot, and I can't really trust you in this game anymore, and this is from our conversations we've had, you're on the complete opposite side. You want to work with Simon and Mateus, and I don't. Like, those fuckers put me up on the block, so we're definitely on the opposite side of things right now, and my strategy is just to get him out and just kind of forget about him, because all he does is talk, and there's just not a lot of truth in all those words that he says to me.
I just lost HOH. Not only did I lose, but me and my one ally went out on the first 2 fucking rounds. So, to quote The Martian, I'm pretty much fucked.
So I just kind of went on call with Tom, and I mean, he definitely said how he kind of respected my gameplay and thought that like a lot of people were sleeping on me. And pretty much he said that I am a good player, I guess, and that, you know, but he also told me that I'm most likely going on the block, which is great. I mean, I love going on the block. It's my aesthetic. I'm fucking mad. I'm not fucking happy. I was on call fucking being like, oh, I understand, blah, 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 blah. No, fuck off, Tom. I'm so mad. I mean, I understand completely. Like, I fucked your fucking boyfriend or whatever, but whatever. Whatever. You know, I'm just going to go on the block. I've shown people that if they don't nominate me in their HOH reign, I don't nominate them. Obviously, that works because Nick and Mate is going to go up when I win HOH. That's how it is, point blank in the period. I don't nominate people if they don't nominate me. But I offered Tom that, and I said that if I win HOH in the double, that he wouldn't go up. And I wouldn't have nominated him because that's how I roll. But, you know, that's how the cards play out. And because I fucking nominated Brandon, because it's Jamila and Kyle S., I'm fucked. I am probably going home this week, which sucks because I spent so much time on this fucking game only to get fucking, what, 7th place? No, I'm not about to get 7th place. And if this fucking HOH reign or whatever is happening again, and he said I'm not his target, I'm going to go home. That's just how it's going to happen. That's obviously, so you know what? I'm going to start campaigning now. I'm going to start campaigning when I fucking end this goddamn recording, or this stupid recording, because Keith always complains that we don't send enough. I'm going to go complain. I mean, not complain. Campaign, yes. I'm not good at that shit. I'm too real to campaign. Because in campaigning, you always want to say, well, this person's a bigger threat, you should evict them. No, that's not how I am. I know I'm the bigger threat sometimes. Or whoever goes up against me. So even if Mateus goes up against me, I have a likely chance of staying, which is good. If Matthew goes up, I'm getting evicted. Who do you want to evict Matthew? No one wants to evict Matthew. He's stupid. God, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm going home this week, and I can't do anything about it because I'm not going to win the power of veto. What the fuck? No, there's no way. I'm not that good at challenges. The only reason why I won the HOH is because I fucking guessed. When I won that HOH, I thought it was the best thing for my game. But I literally saw my game just crumbling down to the ground. Nothing I can do about it. It just fucked over. Everything I did just got worse. And I'm fucked. I can't do anything. I can't rebuild the fucking bridges with Jamila because she's evicted. I tried to rebuild the bridges with Kyle, but I don't know. He said he fucking hated me. So, whatever. I'm mad. And I'm not even that close with Nick. I forget that he's in this game sometimes. And Matthew's useless. And Mateus probably won't use veto on me. Even if, because he's going to be nominated and he's going to take himself off. And then Matthew's going to go up and then I'm going to get evicted. I'm so mad. I'm aligned with idiots. I just realized that. I'm aligned with idiots. Matthew's useless. And Mateus put up Kyle H. How was it going to good pawn? No, you stupid. Whatever. I'm going to get evicted because of fucking... because I won that HOH.
So the benefits of nominating Matthew are that I don't think anybody's really coming after him specifically right now. I think that he has a bunch of people who are kind of after him a little bit, but he's not anybody's #1 target. The benefits to putting up Simon would be that Simon already kind of made a move against me earlier in the game, so I have a little bit of a justification for why I can put him up. And he's somebody who I know is a savvy player and is a threat to make a big move should he win HOH. I could see him potentially coming after me if he was to win HOH because he might feel like it would secure his relationship with Brandon a little bit better. And I'm starting to wonder if perhaps he has a relationship with Mateus that I'm not totally aware of. The benefits for putting up Mateus would be that I'd be pleasing a lot of people in the house and I'd earn some goodwill from people like Nick, Kyle S., Matthew. Honestly, I feel like the jury as well would probably be pretty happy with me if I was to target Mateus. But there's a huge downside, which is I feel like Mateus and I have a very legitimate relationship, I don't want to betray him. I think he's somebody who I could very much count on not to target me if he won HOH. And I think he's somebody who's really open to the idea of taking me to the finals. Welcome to the nomination ceremony. As HOH, it is my responsibility to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. I will pull the first key, that person is safe. They will pull the next key, and so on and so forth. The first person safe is Brandon.
Sorry. Thank you, Tom. The next person safe is Nick.
Thank you, Tom. The next person safe is Kyle S.
Thank you, Tom. The final person that is safe is Mateus.
Thank you.
This means I've nominated you, Simon, and you, Matthew. We're at a point in the game where there's only 7 people left, so there really wasn't an easy choice for me. Everyone who's here has been really dedicated and committed in order to earn their place. The 2 of you are basically up for the same reason. Entering a double eviction round, I need to make a choice that I think is most likely to result in my safety the following round, and my relationships with the 2 of you aren't quite as solidified as some of my other relationships in the house. This isn't anything personal, and I wish you both the best of luck in veto.
I know he doesn't like watch this season probably, but shout out to my dad, Blake. He's really problematic like me.